Hello everyone, my name is George Brind on my YouTube channel BrindWho, and I'm here today with a kind of special update video, basically sort of to explain what's going on with the channel, particularly the Doctor Who fan series that I've been working on, or Doctor Who, the George Brind fan series, as I have officially called it in recent years. The last episode that I had released for the fan series, the second series of the fan series actually, was the penultimate of it, entitled The Death Zone, released on the 2nd of November 2019. And so, that was all finished, and me and the family were quite proud of how The Death Zone turned out as well. And the episode that follows afterwards is going to be called The Desperate End. And unfortunately, we've not really filmed much of it, and it were for obvious reasons, because of the COVID-19 crisis that is going on at the moment. Before the pandemic kicked off, at least in our country anyway, we had only filmed bits and bobs of The Desperate End. We didn't really film an awful lot, and the original plan was to maybe film more of The Desperate End in the summer of 2020, with a hopeful possibility that I might release it at the end of this year. But obviously, because of the pandemic and all those lockdowns and things and social distancings and all that kind of stuff, we've just quite simply been unable to film. But one of the other reasons why there has been a delay in this is because of the fact that during the filming of The Death Zone, we came to the decision that The Desperate End would be the last episode of the fan series that I will have worked on. And the reason for this is because in making this series, as great as it has been to do this, and as much as things have got better with the quality of the episodes, it has been very, very difficult. And, what with personal circumstances in the family, and the fact that actors and venues and other locations needed are not always available at the times that we would like. So quite obviously this is the reason why the series has taken longer than we ever could have hoped when we started filming it back in 2012. So basically, the original plan was that after The Desperate End there would be like a further episode, a special episode that would pretty much wrap everything up for the entire BrindWho series. But because of the difficulty in making this series, which motivated sort of like the decision to think that maybe after The Desperate End it would be a good time to stop making the BrindWho series, that would obviously mean that The Desperate End would have to go through some little revisions to sort of further emphasise the finale impact, sort of. And, it's not just any old finale, it would be the end of a legend, as the trailer for The Death Zone said. It said the end of a legend is near. And so, that obviously those revisions would have to be made, and my brother usually does them, but because of his own working job, that's been a little bit difficult for him to really get down to it. So my hope is that now that we're on the point that vaccinations have basically begun up to this point, that will slowly lead us back to normality. My hope is that by the summer, once my brother has hopefully made those revisions to the Desperate End, it depends on the circumstances, with regards to his job and other things like that. But hopefully, if he manages to finish that script and we can film more of the Desperate End. At best, if we manage to get everything done, despite the fact that it has been known that filming our episodes take a very long time, it is the hope that over the summer of 2021 we can actually buckle down and get this episode done. If we can do that, my hope is to release it in November of 2021. However, if other circumstances happen and whatever, that would obviously mean further delays, possibly into like 2022, which is not ideal, I know, not just because of the fact that it's the year before the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, but because it would have been like a huge gap in between one episode and another, especially compared to some of the other ones. And as much as I've been proud of the time dedicated into making these episodes, I've not been proud of the fact that we've had like an episode per year, and I'm sure this is something that even people who watch my series are probably not happy with either. And considering series are made, you'd expect the episodes to happen, but this is just basically what happened. So some of you might be wondering, well, once I've done my BrindWho series, what am I going to do going forward? Well, obviously the episodes will still be available for anybody to view. I do not know if I'm going to make any further content for this particular channel in the future. Maybe I will at some point, but I think maybe it might be time for me to stop doing Doctor Who material in general. So we'll just have to wait and see. And I think that's about it. Really, I probably have rambled in this vlog, but I do hope that the information we relayed was useful to you. And have a very Merry Christmas, have a great New Year, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful, great New Year, which we know for a fact can't get any worse than the year that we've been having. Take care.